So I was watching a YouTube video from some guy named Norton Shat. I don't know. Like, some people call him FaZe Rain or something. And this YouTuber made a video about being sheep. No, not like the ba-ba kind of sheep. In this video, he actually talked about pursuing your dreams. Now, this video actually got me thinking, and I've only had a select few YouTube videos that have actually done this to me. This video got me thinking for 2+ hours, like, no exaggeration or anything. Like, I was thinking for about 2 hours after I made this video, and I still think about it, like, today. Now, I thought about this a lot before, like, in the past, before I even watched this video, but this video actually made me think about it so much more. I've always had the mentality of not following what everyone expects of me. Like, that's my favorite thing in the entire world, is proving people wrong. That's one of the reasons why I freaking played soccer for 7 years of my life. It actually might have been 8. I was always the smallest kid on the field, and I love freaking proving people wrong that, like, I could outplay them in every situation possible. I played goalie, I played defense, I played offense. Like, I was the most diverse player that you would ever see on the field. I could score goals, I could freaking kick people's butts if I really needed to. Like, I would slide tackle them like it was nothing. Your size did not intimidate me. You cannot put me down. You cannot put me lower than you. Ever since I was a little kid, I always told myself, like, no, I'm not gonna just live a normal life. I'm not just gonna graduate high school. I'm not going to go straight to college. I'm not going to get married and have kids. I'm not going to retire when I'm 60. Like, that wasn't my idea of how to live a happy life. Obviously, I still want to achieve a lot of those things. Like, for example, education is still really important to me. And there is a reason why people do that. It's because they feel like they've achieved their life. Like, they had a successful life if they achieved those things. But I'm just not going to go by some list that somebody created for me. I'm going to do what I personally think makes me successful as a person, not what I've been told is successful from other people. Now, this is gonna seem random at first, but you know, it will explain itself. Now, I just got a job last week. It's like this after-school program thing. It's similar to Boys and Girls Club, if you're familiar with that. And this is only my 2nd week on the job. Now, no, I'm not already gonna be complaining about it. I'm just gonna explain to you something, okay? Now, before I started this job, you know, I kind of had an interest in kids. I know that sounds freaking weird. I do not mean it like that. But, like, I wasn't very familiar with little kids, like elementary school kids, since I left elementary school. And you know, I love babies. I freaking love babies. Newborns are my favorite thing in the world. So I figured, why not apply for this job and let's see if I get it. Now, first, I did not want anything to do with these kids. Like, I just loathed these kids. Like, I did not want to deal with them at all. Like, just leave me alone. But now, like, they are my freaking life. I love these kids so much. Like, I built great connections with a couple of them in particular. Like, I just love these kids more than anything else right now. But my problem is the parents. The parents piss me off more than anything. And you can't work with kids without dealing with their parents unless you live in an orphanage. Parents are the worst. They are the worst thing that you will ever encounter in your life. Just to give you a real quick example, today all the kids got their fundraising stuff, like people donated money to receive like cookie dough. And I had teachers tell their kids in their classroom to go to the after school program to get them to carry your boxes for them, like all the 1st and 2nd graders that couldn't carry on. And you know, me being just an overall great person, you know, I had no problem with this. Like, I didn't have a problem you know, doing a couple favors for a couple people. I was not getting paid for it at all. Like, this is not my job that I'm doing, but I did it anyways. So this kid that came up to me that was actually in the program, but she wasn't going to the program that day, she was going over to a friend's house, and I guess that she was walking home with her friend's parent, and she asked me to carry this box outside to this parent. So I do, you know, it's a pretty heavy box, like it's about 30 pounds. I walk this all the way across like the grass field, I guess, to this parent that I don't even know. It's her friend's parent. He looks at me like I'm crazy, like I'm just handing him like I'm some homeless person or something. He looks at me like he's expecting something from me. Oh, I forgot to mention that I was carrying his kids' stuff. And I asked him, I offered him, I said, I will walk this to your car for you. I offered him if he wanted me to walk this to his car. And then he gives me this sass. That's the perfect word to describe it. He says, I don't have a car. He had a stroller. He had a baby with him. And he didn't bother to bring a freaking car. He wanted to just have a jolly walk with his daughter and his friend. I don't think so. Nobody takes walks anymore, okay? There's none of that nowadays in America. And he asked me to walk this to his house, and I'm supposed to be working at this point. I'm supposed to be working, and he asked me to walk all these boxes to his house. I don't know you. I'm not your pack mule. No, I'm not gonna walk these boxes to your house. I already brought them to you. You're welcome. He gives me a toot. He gives me a toot. No, I'm not dealing with it. No. He says, well, I guess that this is gonna be a fun walk, in the most sarcastic voice they could possibly muster up. I just say, I am sorry, and I turn and I walk away. I don't say anything. This is an example of what I am talking about. Children are great. I love working with children. It's the parents I can't stand. So I can't see myself working in this position more than a year. I'm not just going to continue working at a job I am extremely unhappy at, no matter how necessary it is for me to remain in the position. I am perfectly capable of finding a different occupation that doesn't make me want to pull my hair out every single day of my life. If I find myself in that position when I'm 40 years old and I have a wife and a kid, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I am not gonna do that. So I am telling myself, I need to find a job that I actually enjoy doing. But besides for jobs, besides for any of that, like, it made me realize how happy I am that I started YouTube. This is not a job to me at all. I'm not looking forward to this being a job. I am not looking at that at all. But it made me realize I am so happy that I started YouTube and I actually have about 100 people watching my videos every single time I upload. Like, I can vent to 100 people. I can get whatever is on my mind off of it. Like, I can just put it out on the internet and forget about it. And you guys are all freaking dope, dude. I want to start a live stream. I want to interact with you guys live. I'm going to put more effort into my video. I started realizing that I started taking YouTube for granted. I never took any of you guys for granted. It's just a concept of being able to upload to the internet and being able to freaking post whatever I want. Like, I'm not going to take that for granted ever again. I'm going to put way more energy into these videos. It is so dope that I can meet hundreds of people. I can meet hundreds of you guys at any given moment. Obviously, I can do that every day when I go to high school, but it's not the same thing. Like, I could comfortably say I would never have met any of you people. Any of you beautiful people. I would never have had the opportunity to interact with any of you guys if it wasn't for YouTube. So again, I do not look at this as an occupation. I make barely any money off of YouTube. I make barely anything. I promise you guys. I'm not a freaking money whore. Like, people think that we make bands over here. Like, I don't got stacks behind, like, my YouTube analytics. I do this 100% because I enjoy it, not for an occupation. If this ever turned into a job, this would be my dream job. But I don't look at it as a job. So for now, I am still making it it's still a priority to me. But if I ever start to make YouTube videos and I don't enjoy it anymore, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna do something that makes me unhappy. I don't see that happening ever because I don't understand why that would even be something that comes into my head. I can never see this being a boring thing, but, you know, I'm just saying it's the concept of it all. Just do what makes you happy. That's the only advice I can give you in this video. That's the entire idea behind this video. Do what makes you happy, not what will satisfy other people around you. Find the girl of your dreams, marry her. Go ahead, do it, dude. Nothing is stopping you, I promise you. For my next upload, I'm actually gonna be talking about some life story. I have an idea in mind. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but after that, I have a pretty solid high school rant for you all. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe because there's already so much more content like this already on my channel. And yeah, it's been SB. So much commentary, guys. Peace out.